does a good job. The entire staff, my family, my friends, everybody just keep me, you know, level-headed, and I check myself at times. So it's typically pretty easy for me.
Can you talk us through the route on the drive through the end of the half? You kind of, it looked like you had a hitch, but you leaked out. Was that originally leaked out on the sidelines? Was that originally? Was that an improv?
No, that was in the game plan. We knew that the corner was a vision corner. He liked to keep everything in front of him, and he likes to play in between both. So I set it down, and then as soon as he went on the seam, I just leaked out the sideline, down the sideline, and Jamie will put it perfect.
Who was the mind behind the New Wave podcast, You Were Bach?
It was a collective. I mean, it was a lot of people that, because as a recruits, we knew we wanted to do something like a podcast, because we always feed off of each other. And it was actually like Coach Saban, he gave us a little, just like, yeah, that's a good idea, because he told us it was going to be a center, and that was last year during our recruiting process. And we were going to do it in a dorm, and everybody just kept supporting us, and Alabama has done a great job of allowing us to express ourselves and just share it on the platform.
Speaking of expressing yourselves, can you tell us about your nails?
Yeah, my little sister, she just loves doing nails, and I support her fully. And I wore these with my green suit, so we'll change it up pretty much every week.
Brian, you were talking about the podcast and obviously making that bond with your teammates. How is it just traveling to Wisco, having that team bonding over in Madison?
It's crazy. Just everybody. I think we all have the same mindset, same goal. Or we wouldn't be here. So it's pretty easy for us to bond and just click on the same level, because we all have pretty much the same mindset. So and especially when we get the guys on the podcast, just to express themselves, show everybody that we're not just football players. So that's just a plus for us.
Where do you think you've grown the most?
I was just going to say, back to your recruiting, like when you decommitted and to recommit, how did this staff, what basically resold you on and coming back here?
Really, when I decommitted, it was just, just to go check my options, because, Coach Saban had retired. That was my head coach. My receiver coach had retired. So it was just a matter of, making sure. But as soon as they stepped foot off the plane, I was almost basically getting a phone call, and they were on the trail, extremely hard from the jump. So it made me feel comfortable and let me know that Alabama were home. Basically where home was.
Where do you feel like you've gotten more comfortable from game one until now and learned the most?
I think just pretty much just understanding the speed. Everybody's good. So just understanding, like, it's something that I could bring from high school that'll still work, but just being not a robot, just playing reaction football, because that's what the game is about. So.
You committed under Nick Saban. If he was the head coach right now, we wouldn't be talking to you just because of the freshman rule. Do you like being able to talk with the media, and how do you embrace this part of the role of being a star on campus?
I definitely embrace it, because I know it's a part of it, and if I wouldn't have been doing it this year, at some point I believe I would have been doing it. But it is a privilege and honor to be able to do it my freshman year. So I appreciate Coach DeBoer for that.
When you first got contacted from Kalen DeBoer, did you immediately turn on Washington film? Did you watch Penix or his offense or what?
The crazy part about that, I was watching the Washington Texas game with my head coach, my high school head coach, and he was just saying that Coach Womack, because he was at South Alabama and they have a pretty good connection. And he was like that they knew each other, Coach Womack and Coach DeBoer, and it just all ended up coming back full circle. But yeah, we watched that entire game, and I was like, their offense is so explosive. Yeah. Like, it'll be crazy if I played under something like that. Then next thing you know, I'm here. So
last week, Coach Shepard commended your run blocking and talked about your body position. What goes through your mind when it's a run and you got to block somebody?
As a receiver, blocking, you just don't love blocking, but I know my guys block for me on the perimeter, and I know if my running backs were out there, if the roles were reversed, they would block their tail off. So, just that mutual respect for my teammates, I'm going to do my job so they can do their job.
How would you describe the UGA-Alabama rivalry?
It's a pretty serious rivalry. We've been dominating here recently, but they are the number one team, and we're going to respect them, and we're just going to go out and do what we do.
He's got big juice, big energy, but kind of take us inside the juice that is Jamarcus Shepard, Coach Shepard.
Yeah, the J does stand for juice in Jamarcus, but you know, he's full of energy and he don't need no coffee to start it. So he just roll out of the bed and he a ball of energy. You know, he impacts the receiver room more than pretty much any other coach that I've been a part of, and he just a ball of fire. And if you're not on your A game, he gonna make you get on your A game because that's just how hot he is.
What have you been emphasizing in your preparation for a team that's kind of a step up in Georgia?
Really, I haven't been trying to change up anything different than, you know, that we do every other week. You know, just like I said, we respect them, but we still got to focus on us and do the things that we need to do to be successful.
What are your memories of Alabama, Georgia growing up?
You know, I don't watch a bunch of them, but pretty much, you know, I just want to hold the standard of what it has been, and, you know, do for my Tide fans that they want. But all I can do is do what I do best. So.
You like that you have a bye week in between it, or would you rather go ahead and play?
It's definitely good to have a bye week. You know, just to not only for me but for the rest of my teammates to, you know, recover our body, because we have played our first 3 games and they have been pretty physical. So yeah, I think it's good that we had a bye week. But, you know, if it's up to me and my 17-year-old body, I'll be ready this weekend.
Good.